Good morning, guys. Welcome to my replay viewers. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, checking out my broadcast. Sorry I missed you live, but so glad you guys took some time to check it out. What is up to my live crew this morning? Great to see you all this morning. So glad to have you here. I appreciate you guys coming in to hang out with me on this Thursday morning, guys. Today we're going to talk about decision making. We're actually going to talk about this 2 days in a row. So just a quick FYI, today I'm going to talk to you guys about, I'm going to give you 3 very powerful questions that you can ask yourself when you're in the process of trying to make a big decision. And I'm going to help you sharpen your decision-making skills today from a practical perspective. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about decision-making from a spiritual perspective. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the prompting of the Holy Spirit, the power within a prompting, and a few different ideas on how to recognize and identify when the Lord is prompting you to do something or not to do something. So the prompting is something that I've shared with my inner circle before. I haven't done it. It was actually a year ago, almost a year ago, that I talked about the prompting. But I think it's such a relevant conversation for all of us today because there's so many big decisions that all of us are having to juggle and consider in this challenging and uncertain time that we're in right now. So I want to help you with those thoughts that we have. And help us all make some better decisions, some big decisions this morning. I see all your faces. Good morning to all of you guys. I appreciate you. All you guys that know me, you know who I am, you know how I roll. I'd love to have you hit that share button, invite your crew into the broadcast, get anybody in here that you think may want to hang out with us and take part in this conversation this morning, all right? And then if anybody's brand new, if you've never seen me before, if you have no idea who I am, first of all, welcome. I would love to say hello to you and greet you into the broadcast. If you want to give me a hashtag first time, whether you're live or whether you're on the replay, we care that you are here. And I got a whole crew of people here that would love to make you feel welcome. So let me know if it is the first time you've ever joined in with us. And then lastly, guys, I love and very much appreciate you guys that are checking this out on the replay. Those guys that are on the replay, especially on Facebook, I'd love for you to know that you can comment and interact with this broadcast. I would love for you to give me a hashtag replay. I do see those comments and I do respond to those as well, so I would love to know that you were here, all right? On that note, guys, we're going to roll because I do not waste my time and I choose not to waste yours, so let's jam. All right, y'all, that is who I am. That is what I do. Justin Kaplan Pro is my name. JustinKaplanPro.com is my website. I'm a startup business mentor and a branding strategist that specializes in helping startup entrepreneurs turn your passion, your gifting, your idea into a profitable and sustainable brand that rises up in this challenging digital marketplace to draw in the 21st century consumer that wants and needs what you have to offer. Guys, I broadcast live every single weekday morning from Tuesday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hooking you guys up with business building tips, hacks, and principles. Anything I can give you to help you grow your business, expand your ministry, bring your vision to life, and grow that brand of yours online in this digital marketplace. All right. Good morning to all you guys. I see all y'all on all the different platforms. We got a solid crew on Facebook, Facebook Business, YouTube, Periscope. Appreciate all you guys. Y'all are amazing. All right. We're talking today about decision-making skills. We got some big decisions going on in our worlds, don't we, y'all? Jared, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. Jared's my neighbor. Everybody say hello to Jared. If you want to give Jared some love on Facebook, Jared's my new neighbor. Lives across my street. Just met Jared and his beautiful wife, Alexandra, just a few days ago. And it's nice to see you in here, Jared. Michelle, great morning to you. Appreciate y'all coming in. Mom Cap'n is here. Y'all would just throw some love and some prayers at my mom and dad as well. My mom would tell you, "Oh, we're fine." But my mom and dad are in South Carolina right now. They've been in South Carolina for going on 5 solid weeks. And they go down to South Carolina for spring break every year. And they've been down in South Carolina on vacation for 5 weeks. And they were supposed to come home last weekend. They stayed for another week, and they're trying to juggle. Do they come home? Do they stay down there? And they have a big decision to make. So this is the timely broadcast for you, Mom and Dad. But everybody throw some love and prayers at my mom. I would appreciate that. because they got some stuff to decide with everything that's going on. All right, let's get into this. 3 questions to sharpen your decision-making skills. As always, I will summarize my points for you at the end of the broadcast, but I do challenge you to take your own notes and capture the information that applies to you, all right? I'm going to start you out with my quote of the day today. Thank you, Sherry. I see that. My quote of the day today says, good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. I got more, but isn't that funny? That just tickles me. But it's true, isn't it? Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. Every decision brings with it some good, some bad, some lessons, and some luck. The only thing that's for sure is that indecision steals many years from many people who wind up wishing they just had the courage to leap. I'm going to say that again. Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. Every decision brings with it some good, some bad, some lessons, and even some luck. The only thing that's for sure is that indecision steals many years from people who wind up wishing they just had the courage to leap. You know, I think while a lot of us are juggling a lot of different circumstances in our worlds right now, we're trying to decide, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go forward? Do I go backward? How do I handle this situation that I got going on? What do I do? A lot of people can get caught up in the circle of indecision, and not making a decision is making a decision. Somebody put that in the chat stream. Not making a decision is making a decision. Just because you haven't decided yet doesn't mean that you haven't decided. Doesn't mean that you haven't made a choice. In some cases, a lot of people make the choice just to not make a choice, and they sit there stuck in that circumstance. So what I want to give you today, the 3 questions I'm going to ask you today, are hopefully going to help you get clear on what you need to do and to go ahead and do it, whatever that thing is, all right? And in some cases, the decision may be to wait, all right? Where you may be like, you know what, I need to not do that. I need to sit back and wait. But you want to decide that and make an educated decision that I'm going to not do that, rather than I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm not ready to decide yet. Maybe I do want to do it. Maybe I don't want to do it. Indecision, I think, is a terrible, terrible thing to get stuck in. So let's see if we can break through that. First question I'm going to ask you, and really this is when I give you these questions, y'all, these questions are designed to help you work yourself through your own situation. So these questions are things you should be able to ask yourself anytime you're dealing with a big decision that you have in front of you, all right? The first question I'm going to ask you is, what impact will it make? What impact will it make? The decision that you're trying to wrestle. And if you guys want to give me, I'm just curious, if you have a decision that you are trying to wrestle through, and you're not sure, put it in the chat stream if you want my thoughts on it. Like, for example, my mom and dad are trying to decide, do we pack up and drive home right now, crossing, I think, 7 states between South Carolina and Michigan to get back home in Michigan? Or do we stay safe where we are in South Carolina and stay here for another week and see what the Lord does with this? That's a decision they have to make. I just think about and these decisions can be big ones. They can be little ones. You know, I had a decision that I was wrestling with a little bit on Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning, I woke up in the morning and I woke up to an email. Now, before I say this, every day I plan my week. I plan my days ahead, plan my week ahead. By Monday night, I have my full plan laid out for what I'm going to do on Tuesday. So I know what my broadcast content's going to be. I know exactly what projects I need to work on. I got my appointments set up. I got a whole plan for my day and exactly what I want to accomplish on Tuesday throughout the day. So I wake up early Tuesday morning, and when I woke up early Tuesday morning, I had an email from one of my clients who is going through a very tough time with the coronavirus. They own a very significant business with several employees, and some stuff had come down in the state that they live in, and they were going to have to make some pretty drastic decisions, and they really, really needed some help. They needed some advice as well as some assistance with creating some things that were going to be necessary to roll out to their team and roll out to their office. So I woke up to this email on Tuesday morning, and it was really kind of a bit of a panic email. Like, I don't know what to do. I've never been through this before, and I really feel I really need to talk to you as soon as possible. And this is where I was presented with a choice. I was presented with a choice. Do I look at my schedule and say my earliest availability is next week Tuesday, which was true. According to my schedule, my earliest availability was next week Tuesday, and I could be like, yes, absolutely. We can meet next week Tuesday, and I'll talk you through this. That was a week later. That was going to give them 7 days on that to think about it. Or, you know what? I see that, Kat. I see that you're glitchy. I'm going to cut off my recording. And thank you for telling me that, Kat. I can see it on my own screen that it feels like it's being glitchy as well. So I'm gonna cut off my recording and see if that helps. And it's like stuck on stop recording. So anyway, so as I do this, like I could tell them what my list is, and I can go on with my plan as usual. You with me? You good? There we go. Let's see if that does it. You guys with me? It was give me a yes if you can see me, you can hear me in the chat stream, because it's I can tell from my own screen as a little goofy. Y'all with me? Hello. Do you see me? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I think I'm good. It looks like it's maybe flowing a little bit better. Yeah, it's definitely glitchy. I wonder why it's so glitchy. Y'all good? You're good. Okay. Hopefully that settles it down a little bit. You can't hear my audio. That's interesting. Hello. It's worse. Yeah, it's really glitchy from my screen as well. Huh. Wonder if I should reset my broadcast. Still glitching. I'm looking at all my statistics, and it looks like everything it's jumpy, it's good. Daniel's better. Still glitchy. Sheila's better. Are we better? Clear on my end now? I think it was because of I think for some reason it was recording. Okay. Are we good? Are we here? Are we better? I hate sitting here and talking for 2 minutes about nothing, but I also want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay. I'm looking at all my devices. It looks like it's all better. Okay, I think that was the problem. I think it's because the recording was taxing the computer too much or something. Okay, we're good. So back where we're at. So Tuesday I had this decision. I get this email from this client of mine. He's got a lot going on, and asking me, if we can get on the phone as soon as possible. So for me, as soon as possible, according to my schedule, look at my schedule, and I'm a week out, and I'm like, all right. So I have a decision to make. My decision is I can go on with my plan as scheduled today, and I can do my broadcast, go right into my day, and I can sorry, but my earliest availability is next week Tuesday. Or I can completely change my morning plan. I can cut my broadcast, clear my schedule, and take the first 3 hours of my day that I have flexibility on. And I'm not going to go canceling anybody else's calls today. My first call on Tuesday wasn't until 9 a.m. So I'm like, you know what? And I wake up at 5. So I wake up at 5. I'm like, you know what? I can get to this client by 6 a.m. and I can give them 3 hours of my time this morning. And I can really, really help them through some stuff. So this is where I go through, and I ask this question to myself. Kathy, good morning. I asked myself this question: what impact will it make? What impact will it make if I just go through my schedule as usual this morning, take my 2 hours to myself this morning, do my broadcast for 30 minutes, and run my day as normal? What impact will that make? Or what impact would it make for me just to send a message out to my tribe and be like, guys, I'm not going to be able to do a live today. See you tomorrow. Adjust my morning schedule and commit 3 hours of time to one of my clients who desperately needs it. Decision easy, right? In that case, when I looked at that decision, I'm like, what impact will it make? It's a no-brainer. This is absolutely a no-brainer. Another decision that I'm wrestling with right now, and I actually haven't decided on this yet. I'm still trying to sort out how I want to do this. But another decision that I want to make, and I'm throwing some examples because I want you just to kind of talk through it a little bit in your own mind. The other decision that I have is our official spring break starts on Friday. So we were planning on going. I was planning on taking my family to Destin, Florida, for 10 days. And obviously we had to cancel our vacation. This is something my kids have been looking forward. We go to Destin every other year. So we haven't been there in 2 years. This year was our year to go. We've been planning this, preparing for this. Our kids are so excited about it. And we had to cancel our trip this year. But spring break still starts Friday. And in case those guys that don't know, we're a blended family, so we juggle parenting time with my ex-wife. So we have weeks on, weeks off. So this is an important time for me and my kids, and it's a time that we have together. And so my kids, I have them for 10 straight days next week. And so one of the decisions that I've been wrestling with is, do I still take the week off? Do I still take the week off, and do I spend the whole week with my kids? Or do I just, we can't go anywhere, we're all stuck at home. I'm not going to sit here and, because this is where I'm at. I'm like, I'm not going to waste a whole week. There's so much that I could be getting done while I'm at home. So I don't want to just be sitting at home doing nothing and not working just because it's spring break. So I'm going back and forth with this decision. What impact will it make? What impact will it make if I take the whole week off? What really will I accomplish if I do take the whole week off and commit that entire week to my kids? Because my kids, my work schedule significantly matters to them, and especially in this season and this time, and they know this. I mean, they know this just in it. Under regular circumstances, I work like a mad fiend leading up to spring break because I have to get a lot of work done for me to be able to realistically take 10 days off. And so they know that I'm going to work crazy. And just because of the situation with the coronavirus, a lot of people are out of work. My work has tripled in the last couple of weeks. And the reason why my work has tripled, because I got a whole bunch of clients of mine that all of a sudden now have a whole bunch of time on their plate. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, Justin, I think I'm really ready to work on that course. I think I'm ready to really dive into working on my website now. I think I'm really ready to create that app now. I really want to focus on this now. Get this done now. Can you work on this now? So all of a sudden my workload has just blown up because I got all of these people that I serve are all of a sudden wanting everything now because they've got time to focus on it. So I've been working like crazy. I've been working. I mean, I was working until 10:30 last night working on a project. And my days are loaded. So my kids are feeling that. They're feeling the fact that I am working, like a fool, like crazy. So, so when I ask myself, what impact will it make? I ask myself, what's the good here? What impact will it make in my children if I take the whole week off? Vice versa, what impact will it make in my business if I take the week off, or if I don't take the week off? So asking yourself what impact will it make is important, and what I've settled on. And in some cases, you have to meet yourself in the middle. You can't always go far left or far right. Sometimes you need to meet yourself in the middle. So what I'm doing next week, and this is what I've been talking through with Courtney and just trying to figure out how I work it, is I am going to adjust my spring break schedule to commit a big chunk of time to my kids, but I'm also going to commit some specific times and days to my business, and I'm gonna balance the two. I'm not gonna go straight out, and I'm not gonna stay all in, because I know there's a lot of things in my business that are tremendously important right now that need my attention, but also my children and my family need my attention. So I'm gonna balance it in both ways. So what impact will it make is a good question to start out with. The second question I'm gonna ask you is, what problem am I solving? Virtually any decision that you make is tied to a problem. It's tied to something that you're trying to accomplish. It's tied to something that you're trying to fix, something you're trying to get done. So when you ask yourself, what problem am I really solving, then you can weigh the gravity of the problem, right? So, just on the decision of me with spring break, what problem am I solving? If I am going to take the whole week off for spring break, the problem that I believe I'm solving is that my kids want to spend time with me. And so I'm solving the problem of working too much and giving my kids and myself the time that they need. On the flip side of that, if I don't take time off for spring break, then the problem that I'm solving is my workload. I have a tremendous amount of work that has to be accomplished. So if I decide not to take time off, then I'm like, all right, the problem that I'm solving is I have my workload, my clients, and things that are going on. But when I look at those two things, I think I think I know my clients well. I don't think there's a single client that I have in my life that would ask me or expect me to put my work before my family. Y'all agree with that? Those guys that are my people? I think most of my people recognize how hard I work for them and how much I accomplish for them and would want me to have some balance and to absolutely commit some time to my children, right? The other thing too is my kids aren't getting any younger. My kids aren't getting any younger, and my business will always be here. And so if I have to put off a project for a couple days to spend some time with my kids, what is really more important? You know? So when I ask myself, what problem am I solving? It puts some, it kind of forces you to get out of your gut instinct a little bit and just actually put some real substance behind the decision that you were trying to make. And then, usually everything that you're going to do, whatever decision you have in front of you, whether you're trying to decide to go this way or go that way, whether you're trying to decide to go forward or go backward, every decision is going to have a response. Every decision is going to have a consequence or a benefit. So when you look at that, forward or backward, left or right, stop, wait, whatever your decision is, every decision is going to have some sort of reaction. So when you look at that and you ask yourself that, then you can weigh the size of what's going to happen. What's going to happen if I go forward? What's going to happen if I don't go forward? What problem am I solving here? What problem am I solving there? And which of those is more important? Which of those is going to make the greatest impact? Which one of those is the right thing to do? So that question can be a powerful one. What problem am I solving? The third question I want to ask you, and I'm going to get you out of here in 30 minutes or less, y'all, I promise that. The third question I would challenge you to ask yourself is, how would I advise someone else making this decision? Can't we see that? Can't we see that for ourselves? Don't we, y'all just want to be honest with me for a second? Don't you see other people doing something, or you hear someone else making a decision and you're like, oh, it's a no-brainer. Do that. What are you even wrestling with this for? And some of y'all are saying that to me right now this morning. You're like, what are you even wrestling with this for? Take some time off. You deserve it. Spend some time with your family. That seems like a no-brainer. But when you're inside your own situation, can it seem so muddy? And it can seem so foggy. It's so funny. I'm on this topic this morning, and I wake up this morning, I look out the window, and there's a fog outside today like I've never seen. I couldn't even see the trees in my backyard. It's so foggy. And I was actually considering going out and doing a broadcast outside today. And I'm like, I don't think y'all be able to see me. I'm like, and it's actually funny now that the sun's coming up, the fog is lifting. But it was like, for me, it was like a big bit of confirmation from the Lord that this was the right subject today, because I was wrestling with this subject and whether I need to talk about today or whether I need to talk about something else. And I felt like the fog this morning was Lord being like, Justin, there's a lot of people that got a fog over their life and over their mind right now, and we need to lift that. So for me, that was a confirmation. But you ask yourself, how would I advise someone else making this decision? I see Mama Cap'n in here, and there's so much of what goes through my mind right now. Bobby, good morning, is thinking about Mom and Dad. And my mom, like, y'all, listen, those guys that appreciate my coaching, I get my coaching skills from my mom. My mom has been coaching me since I was little. Now I get to coach her. All right, but my mom is a tremendous coach. Amazing insight and amazing wisdom. So I wonder, Mom, I wonder if one of your clients that's dealing with all the issues in their life and health that they got going on was stuck 7 states away. How would you advise them to make the decision they need to make? Those guys that, if I was looking at one of you guys, if I was looking at one of you guys in your situation, understanding what you've been through, knowing that you've got a very important week coming up to spend with your family that could really be a meaningful time, how would I advise you to make that decision? Have a coaching call with yourself in the mirror. Absolutely. Right? Isn't the fog such a good thing? It's such a fog. And you know what it is? You know what the thing is with the fog? This is a God thing, y'all. With the fog, the reason why a fog can be so intimidating is because it doesn't allow you to see as far as you want to. It forces you to be very present with yourself, right? It forces you to be very present with yourself. And you're like, I can't see what's coming. That's where we're at today, y'all. Heather, good morning. That's where we're at today. We can't see what's coming. We don't know how long is this fog gonna hang out? What's beyond the fog? What's gonna happen next week? What's gonna happen next month? How long is this gonna get worse? Are we going to stay stuck in this space? What's the next few things that are coming? What's coming? That's what makes a fog so intimidating, because you just don't know. But it's so funny. Then the sun comes up. The SON, sun comes up. The sun comes up, and you know what? It's so funny that just an hour ago. What time is it? 8:30. An hour ago, it was like I got a tree out back my yard that's probably 30 feet from my window. I can see the tree clear as a bell right now. When I came down here an hour ago, I could not see that I had trees in my backyard. The fog was so thick. That sun comes up and it just burn it off. Some of y'all need a little more sun in your life, spiritually and physically, right? It's amazing what the sun can burn through. It's amazing what the sun can burn through. So how would I advise someone else making this decision? Is a very powerful question to ask yourself. So 3 questions, y'all. What impact will it make? What problem am I solving? And how would I advise someone else making this decision? Those are 3 questions. Let me put this on the screen for you if you want to grab it. This also has my quote of the day. Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. Every decision brings with it some good, some bad, some lessons, and some luck. The only thing that's for sure is that indecision steals many years from many people who wind up wishing they just had the courage to leap. That's a great quote by Les Brown. All right. Those 3 questions, I challenge you with that today. Again, I want to quickly remind you, for tomorrow, we're going to continue the conversation about decision making a little bit. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about the prompting of the Holy Spirit. The voice. How's the Lord speaking to you? Are you able to hear that? Are you able to recognize that voice when He's speaking to you? We're going to talk about the power within a prompting, and I'm going to give you a few ideas and thoughts around how to recognize the prompting of the Holy Spirit. Because I think now more than ever, y'all, it is so important to be able to recognize the leading of the Holy Spirit, because some of us have got some things we've got to navigate through. We got some decisions we got to make, and there's nobody on this planet that can help you make that decision other than the Lord, because it's just that big and it's just that important. So I wanted to give you the practical perspective as well as the spiritual on our decision making. So I'm gonna leave you with that for today, y'all. We're at 29 minutes, and I want to be a good steward of your time. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all are amazing. If this is helpful for you this morning, I would love to have you share it out, send it out to your tribe, tag anyone in the chat stream on Facebook that you feel may want to check out this content. I just want to help some people get through this challenging environment that we're in one day at a time. All right. God gives us grace that's new every single morning. Stay within your day, y'all. Be a good steward of what you have on your plate today. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all around the web. All right, take care. God bless. I'll see you guys later.